Good morning, you guys, and welcome to episode 3 of the Dare to Dream series. And if you have not watched the first two, let me just give you a super quick rundown of what this is. This is me explaining a little bit about my dream and my vision for my own personal business, as well as for that of my team. And I run a coaching team of women who are super fearless, super inspiring, and they're changing the world around them. And the whole point of this is leading up to my webinar that I'm hosting next week, where I'm going to be teaching other women how this type of online social marketing business could work for them. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking down my dream board of 2021. And I want to tell you guys a little bit of a story today before I show you what we're going to talk about. I was listening to this podcast at the very beginning of COVID, like a year ago, and it was a Rachel Hollis one. And she was talking all about joy and finding your joy and reflecting on what actually brings you joy in a time that was crazy and out of control. And so in a moment of reflection, I really sort of realized that my happy place, my most calm, most fulfilled moment has been on vacation with my husband, when I would wake up really early in the morning and just go sit on the balcony for sometimes several hours at a time, waiting for him to wake up, because just sitting in that peace in an early morning with the whole day ahead of me brings me so much joy. So in this exercise that she had us do, she had us, number one, identify that joy, and then try and find ways to recreate it. And so that is what this past year has been for me. It has been recreating that moment of quiet morning solitude and reflection that really lights my fire. And so I've established a pretty rock star morning routine where I wake up super early, have my coffee alone, do my reflection, do my personal development, do my journaling, and I have all that time for me before I pour into everybody else around me. So why am I telling you this as part of the Dare to Dream series? And it's because one of the big things I've realized this year that I wanted, that I really, if I could design a dream life for myself and my family, and this took me a long time to be able to say without feeling ashamed of wanting something so grand and so luxurious. But I really, really want a lakefront cottage. And the reason I have this on my vision board, where is it? There it is for that moment right there. That moment right there, sitting and looking out at the water, that brings me so much joy. And so when I finally accepted that that's something that is really important to me and that I really want in my life, I started getting the butterflies in my stomach. I started waking up even earlier and working on my business even harder, because that is something that really fills my cup. And not only for me, but I want that for my family. I want my kids to have summers where they remember going to the cottage and jumping in the lake and being unplugged and being with family. And not only that, but I want to have a safe, fun place locally that my family and my extended family can go and relax and recharge. And especially after this crazy year we've had, where we can't do a lot of traveling down south and look at oceans, we can have this. We can have this close by. And that is one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about my business, because I know that I deserve that type of lifestyle. I know that my family deserves that type of lifestyle. And I'm not ashamed to say that I dream of one day owning a lakefront cottage. So every morning when I wake up early and I come into this gym and I stare out at my vision board, which is back here on the window, I see those 2 Adirondack chairs. I see that peace and that joy and that thing that I'm working so hard for. So I'm hoping to inspire you with that bit of vision and that bit of dream that I have personally. And I'm going to encourage you, take a minute today to really ask yourself what would bring you joy. Not the people around you, not what you think you're supposed to answer, but truly deep down, what brings you joy and we can work towards that together. I'm hosting a webinar on Tuesday night, February the 23rd, where I'm going to be explaining all about my business, how I make it work for me in my home during a pandemic. We've had an amazing year as a team, and we are growing by leaps and bounds. We have space for you. Come learn what it's all about. Fill out the link to register for the webinar, and I will send you all of the details that you need to be able to dream big with us. Have a great day. Bye, guys.